I've made a custom deck for Marvel Champions the card game, and it is an absolute banger. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the BattleCast. Today's video is another gameplay video of Marvel Champions, but a few things are different with this video. So for the purposes of my review, I felt like I should build my own deck with a unique idea, just to kind of see how different the gameplay experience could be. And so I've built a deck that's a Peter Parker deck, and so I wanted to build a deck that was focused entirely on allies. I wanted to choose a aspect, the leadership aspect, which is not in, like, no character comes with the leadership, I believe. None of their, like, preset decks. So I think it's a bit more of a advanced technique deck. Anyway, if my hero is not the one doing work, I needed to pick a hero who would help allies do work. And so I picked Peter Parker because he generates a resource, and that's very valuable when you're, relying on other people to do the work. So there we go. I've got Peter Parker, the leadership aspect. I've got a really good engine system going, and this is a quick gameplay session. I know what I'm doing now, and we are facing off against Klaw. So I hope you enjoy this video. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. So we are here with another game of Marvel Champions, but this time I've made my own deck, and I'm playing another villain. So we're facing against Klaw, and I've made a deck from scratch, and it's a Peter Parker deck. I wanted to see how good, a alter ego could be. Not the hero, but an alter ego. So Peter gets to generate a science resource once per turn, and I think this is really valuable because this deck is all about getting your allies out on the field and kind of letting them do the dirty work for you. So we're going to see if that's actually a viable strategy. Now, the problem with this strategy maybe is that Klaw here seems to be a very devious person. He's got a 2 scheme value. Now, when I stay in Peter Parker form, he's going to be scheming like crazy. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep pace with how quickly he's scheming. We'll see. So this is the first challenge here. It is the underground distribution. The attack on the shield facility has been linked to an underground weapons network. So search the encounter deck for the defense network side scheme and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck and advance to stage 1B. That's on the back of this card. Now the defense network is this side scheme here. Klaw's criminal enterprise is protected by a gang of hired thugs. When revealed, place an additional threat per person here. So this starts with 3 threat, and this symbol here is a crisis symbol, which means no threat can be taken off of the main scheme until this is resolved. So I need to generate 3 to get this thing off. So we put that there. We're gonna put our 3 threat on it, and then we flip this card over, and it's underground distribution. Your investigation reveals that the criminal enterprise is operated by Klaw, an old rival of the Avengers. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion in play engaged with the first player. Now, this deck, I've added a couple things in here. There's like the Master of Evil, and in there are some very strong minions. So we're going to see if I get my ass kicked, basically. This starts with none, but here we go. We're going to discard. So there we go. Melter. That's actually probably now this is actually a unique person, and he is actually from the Master of Evil. Now it did say discard, and it didn't say shuffle, so these cards are legitimately discarded. And here's Melter. So Melter, he's a unique character. Comes in with 5 health, sweet Jesus. If the engaged player must defend against Melter's attack with an ally they control if able. Boost, exhaust each ally you control. Wow, that is absolutely disturbing. I believe the boost is applying to if I drew Melter for the attack of the villain. Yeah, so the boost card is if Melter was pulled. Anyway, he's got 5 health. It's just and he hits for 3. I mean, the guy is just, it's too much. Wow, this is a really rough start. Okay, not feeling very good about this. Anyway, we're going to draw up to our hand size, which is 6 for Peter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe we can make a mulligan at the start, so let's see what we got here. Now, swinging web kick is super valuable because we can just absolutely KO Melter right away. It's one of Peter Parker's greatest strengths. The spider tracker is good. Power leadership, that's not bad. Get ready, yeah, okay. So when a treachery card is revealed, genius, that's very nice to pay for the swinging web kick. Okay, we can generate an additional science resource. Actually, we have a very, very good opening hand here. We're going to attach with our free science resource, flip our guy, pay for 3. Oh yeah, all right, wow. So, I mean, we drew a great hand. We really did. So it's our turn. So we're going to generate a science resource once per round, and we are going to pay for the spider tracker here. When attached, a minion is defeated, remove 3 threat from the scheme. So we're going to put that on Melter. That was free because that's Peter Parker. Now we do have to flip them, and we can only flip once per turn. So we are now Spider-Man, and we are going to pay for the swinging web kick, which is a 3 cost. So we're going to pay for that with the genius. So that's 2 resources, and probably a get ready, just because we don't have any allies. So that's a 3. And the swinging web kick says, as a hero action attack, deal 8 damage to an enemy. So wham! We just murder Melter. That was the exact card we needed. And because the attached minion is defeated, we remove 3 threat from a scheme, which gets us out of the defense network. And wow, wouldn't you know it, we are, just like that, we're back in the game. Now I still have Spider-Man's, abilities available. This is actually okay. I mean, ultimately we do need to kill this guy. He's got 12 health. I was going to keep both these cards because I can interrupt his treachery cards if he does reveal a treachery card. So not bad. Yeah, there's nothing to scheme on, so I think what I'll do is, I suppose we'll just attack with Spider-Man. So we're going to hit this fella for 2, brings him down to 10 health. And as for playing or discarding, these are good cards, so I think we'll just keep them. So everything resets, that's just Spider-Man. We're going to draw back up to our 5 cards. Okay, it's not a great hand. We don't have any allies or anything, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. So we go to the villain phase. Now, because I'm in Spider-Man form, Klaw is going to attack me. So, or first thing rather, underground distribution gains a threat per person, and it needs 6 to flip. So we're actually, I mean, man, that opening turn was so sweet. Forced interrupt. When Klaw attacks, give him an additional boost card for this activation. So we have to decide now if we want to defend. And given that we're primarily going to be using Peter Parker's passive ability, I think we will just defend. So we're going to defend for 3. He's going to draw 2 boost cards, and we're going to flip them both over. So his attack is doing 0, +1, and as we see here, if this activation deals damage to your hero, exhaust your hero. Now it's actually not that big of a deal because it's not doing damage to us. So we successfully block his attack, which is sweet. And then lastly, we deal ourselves an actual card. Now, one thing I didn't think about, and I might as well, is I'm going to play Emergency. When the villain schemes, reduce the amount. I guess he's not scheming per se. No, he's not scheming, is he? Okay, never mind. We're going to flip this card. Look at that, it's a treachery. So when revealed, this card gains, so the villain attacks you, and you know what, I might as well. So we're going to enhance Spidey Sense. When treachery card is revealed from the encounter council, it's when revealed effect. So I'm going to play that card. I have to pay for it. We'll pay for it with the emergency, and that just goes away. Also, when he declared his attack on me, I get to draw a card. The reason I get to do that is because of this, when a villain initiates an attack against you, draw a card. And that's the whole round. We really, really shut that guy down. Now we have 4 cards in hand because we had to use some to defend ourselves. So pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile. Oh, it'd be so good if I had allies in my discard pile right now, but I don't. Okay. Start of our turn. Wow. We are exhausted because we defended ourselves. And we just do not have a lot to play here. We can pay for a lot if only we had things to pay for. So this is a very dud turn. I don't think I'm going to flip because I don't want him to scheme. So I think I'm actually going to do nothing. But I have to think about what I need to discard here, honestly. I guess we'll discard the Power of Leadership, one of them. And that way we at least draw 2 cards, 3 because they'll attack us. So I think that's the play here. So we're done, just like that. We're going to draw up to our hand size like we discarded. So we draw 2 cards. Oh my god, give me a fucking ally. There's so many in my deck. Okay, Spider-Man refreshes. And we go here. So the scheme, the threat increases by 1. He's going to attack me. As we know, he deals 2 cards to himself. And I have to think, do I want to defend myself? I think I will, yeah. I mean, why not, right? Again, as per the reasons previously mentioned. So his attack is dealing to me, boost. Give the villain a tough status card. Oh, bastard. All right, so tough just means he ignores the next source of damage coming his way. But that, he didn't do any damage to me. He's not a very strong guy, obviously. And then he deals to us our treachery card, or whatever, which is treachery. Gang up. And when he attacks me, I draw a card. Thank you, sir. If I'm in my hero, the villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. Wow, look at that. So the gang up causes him to attack again. Now, the previous modifiers still are in play, which was just a none, actually. He doesn't hit for anything. So I get the advantage of drawing a card because these modifiers stick with him the whole round. These are the cards, and he does 0 damage, and none of these give him any plus. So yeah, that's actually pretty fortuitous. I get to draw my hand, and yeah, look at this. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 cards going into my turn, which is very good indeed. So additions to our hand are, we have Mariah Hill. After Mariah Hill enters play, each player draws a card. And ready an ally, and she actually has a really nice thwart value, which is good. It's really good. And yeah, we've got a couple good cards to play with her. Okay. So I don't think I need to switch to Peter Parker just yet. And I want to leave, okay, yeah, so actually I will switch to Peter Parker, I think. What's the order of operations here? We want to play Mariah Hill. We want to play the Helicarrier. This guy here costs a 3. I think I can do this. Yeah, so I'm going to use the energy for 2 resources. And let's use the... I really like Make the Call because she's inevitably going to die. And the Power of Leadership... Okay, actually, first things first. We're going to use the Power of Leadership, which says double the number of resources this card generates when paying for a blue card. So that means it gives me 2, and I'm going to put Mariah Hill in play. So she's in play. It says after she enters play, each person draws a card. So I draw, I got my Spider Tracker. Then I'm going to pay for the Helicarrier, which costs 3. So I've got the 2 from my energy, and let's go ahead and pay for it with the Spider Tracker, making a total of 3. Okay, great. There we go. Just make sure we got that all on the screen. Yes, we do. We just got a good amount of room up there. Okay, cool. Now, these actually can both activate. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I will... Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. I think we can actually make this pretty good, though. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to thwart with Mariah Hill. So I'm going to take 2 off the scheme. Now she takes a retaliatory damage on her. Okay. I'm going to play Get Ready for 0, ready an ally. So she readies back. I am going to... oh man, that is freaking devastating. I wonder if the order of operations checks out. So I'm going to attack with Mariah Hill to get rid of his tough, so it doesn't hit him, and she actually dies. And she goes. I am going to play Make the Call. Pay the printed cost of an ally in a player's discard pile. Put that ally into play under your control. And so what I want to do is I was thinking about helicarriering, exhaust, choose a player, reduce the resource cost of the next card they play. And therefore, I don't think there's like a window in between Make the Call. So what I'll actually do is I'm going to flip to Peter Parker to generate a science resource. Then I'm going to play Make the Call, and I'm going to pay for her with 2 because I have a science resource and lead from the front. So she actually comes into play. When she comes in, everybody draws a card. Oh fuck, that's such a good card. And I there you go. And then I'm going to exhaust, choose a player, reduce the resource cost, by 1. I'm going to exhaust the helicarrier and put into play the web shooter. Now the web shooter has 3 web tokens on it, and the web tokens can be expended as in any resource coming in. So pretty complex turn there, but I've actually expended my whole hand, which is exactly what I want to do. So now I'm going to draw back up. And Peter Parker's hand size is 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully we see a little more ally action in here. If by ally did you mean Aunt May? No, it's fine. She's fine. She can heal me a lot. Get ready, of course. Yeah, backflip lets us prevent all damage, which is cool. We're not in Spider-Man form, so he's not going to attack us. But mostly, Nick Fury here is an absolute unit. This guy just fucking destroys people, so it's perfect. Okay, so we're going to the homie's turn, so threat increases by 1. And he's going to attack, he's not going to attack us. He is instead going to scheme, because we're in Peter Parker. Now, I don't think I have any scheme stopping abilities. I don't. So that, the main scheme goes up by a further 2. It's at 3 right now. And then he deals us our treachery card. Uh-oh, fucker. It's a side scheme. Okay. Klaw's mastery of sound allows him to restore his solid form through sheer power of will. Klaw gets plus 10 HP points. When this scheme is defeated, Klaw loses these HP points. Okay, well that obviously needs to go down. So it gets 3 threat per player, so that's 3. Furthermore, it has the acceleration symbol on it, which means during the phase where he reveals treachery cards just like he did, encounter cards, he does 2, so that's pretty heavy duty. Okay, coming over to me, he didn't attack me or anything, so that's the end of the phase. Helicarrier resets, and well, I mean, with Mariah Hill, we can we can just scheme. She's a very good thwarter, as it were. Nick Fury's the play, though, this time. After Nick Fury enters play, choose 1. Remove 2 threat from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage to an enemy. Now, there's no point in doing damage until we get rid of that. Unfortunately, there's no way to, we're going to overkill it. Look at that. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to helicarrier to reduce the cost of a thing by 1. I'm going to equip Mariah Hill with Inspired, which gives her +1 thwart and +1 attack. Okay? And that was a free thing because I used my helicarrier. It's all part of the plan. I'm going to use Mariah Hill. Now her thwart is 3. Bam! The immortal Klaw is gone. Just like that. Loving it. Now we want to pay for Nick Fury. So he's a very expensive gentleman. He's 4. But he is quite strong. And he goes away at the end of the turn. He just kind of shows up, blows things up, and then goes. So Nick Fury is we're going to go for him. So we're going to generate a resource with Peter for being science. So we've got 3. We're going to spend 1 from our web shooter. So we've got 2 resources at our disposal, and we have to find 2 more. So Aunt May is going to go, and I think enhanced spider senses are going to go. So that makes us have our 4. So Nick Fury comes into play. Now we want to decide if we want to do 4 damage to an enemy. I think we do, honestly, because this lady is just like the thwarting machine. So yeah, we're going to come in. He's going to do 4 damage to an enemy, which is Klaw. So he goes down to 6 health. Which is great. And we can actually still use Nick Fury this turn. So he'll go ahead, sure. He'll attack. He'll attack for 2 more. Goes down to 4 health. Good job, Nick. We're going to use our Get Ready, which is a 0-cost card. Ready an ally, we might as well. And we're going to go ahead and ready Mariah Hill, then use her. She's going to thwart for 3. So we're going to take all that threat off of that main scheme. She's dead, though. She takes the retaliatory damage. Yep. User and loser, basically. And we're going to keep backflip because I am going to, once per turn, I'm going to flip into Spider-Man form here because I don't want him to scheme, and this prevents all damage I would take, so I feel very safe for using that. So I'm going to draw back up to my hand size, and my hand size for Spider-Man is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 makes 5. And what did we add? Oh, hello. Okay, so this guy's hardcore. Increase your ally limit by 1, allows you to have 3 allies. It's a good one to have. Swinging web kick, never to be underestimated. This is like the strongest attack in the game. Make the call. Okay, very good. So everything resets for us, including Nick Fury. Now, Nick Fury, I believe, at the end of the round, so that's at the end of the villain phase, he goes, I believe, yeah. So we're going over to the villain. So the villain's going to attack us, obviously. So he's going to deal the 2 cards that he does when he's feeling attacky. Now I have to decide if I want to defend myself. And Nick Fury's gone. I mean, he's going at the end of the round. This guy's so strong. So he's going to defend me. He's going to take this one on the chin. And what do we have for modifiers? We have 1 from here, the 1 there, and we have Whirlwind, which says deal a damage to each hero, a boost. And I don't think that's negotiable. So Nick Fury takes the 1 damage, and I'll just put him away because that's it, he's gone. And I actually take that damage. There's it doesn't sound like there's a way to mitigate that. So I'm down to 9, which is fine. Then he deals me a Treachery card, to which I don't have a response per se, but Sonic Boom, Treachery. When revealed, either spend 3 resources or exhaust each character you control. Now that actually would be terrible. I don't know if I'm considered a character. I might be. I mean, it's a big ask, honestly. I don't really care. So I'm not going to spend. And I'll just quickly check to see if I'm considered a character or not. Heroes, yep. All right. I'm a character. So Spider-Man's exhausted. I was kind of hoping I'd get away with not being exhausted, but fair enough. Pardon me, he puts a threat on the thing here. But that's the whole turn for our villain. And it's over to me now with an exhausted Spider-Man. Now, he did declare an attack on me, of course. So I do get to draw a card. That's kind of nice. Okay. Wow. So 100% we need this guy in play. So why don't we just exhaust our helicarrier and put in this guy, which says we can have more allies. Not that we have any in our hand. We should definitely just do the swinging web kick, and our strength makes that very easy. So we're going to strength for 2. Inspired's actually super solid, better than I thought it was going to be. And I'll expend the web shooter. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to make a call this turn. So never to be underestimated, that Inspire, though. Let me tell you. That's how I thwart, generally. Yeah. I could definitely make a call out Nick Fury again. In fact, In fact, how much damage does Nick Fury when he comes into play? 4 damage. That son of a gun. Okay, I'm going to take back my strength, actually. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, I'm opting for a different route. I'm going to flip Spider-Man over, so now I can generate the science resource per turn. And I'm going to pay, so strength for 2, or pardon me, I'm going to play Make the Call, play the printed cost of an ally in my discard pile, put him into play in my control. So I'm going to put Nick Fury into play. So I've got the science resource plus 2 from the strength makes 3. And let's go for the spinning web kick, makes 4. I could have used the web shooter, but I don't know. So wow, Nick Fury, bam, he comes into play just out of nowhere. After Nick Fury enters play, choose, so I'm going to do the 4 damage to the enemy. So that actually kills him in his first phase. So Klaw 1 dies. Klaw, he changes. Now he's Klaw 2. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Immortal Klaw and reveal it, shuffle the discarded deck. When Klaw attacks, give him 1 additional boost card for this activation. Yep, so he's, now he does 1 damage versus the none. Okay, but we know we've seen this, the Immortal Klaw. Here it is here, the Immortal Klaw. That's the one that gives him a bunch of extra health. So there we go, he's got 3 threat on that one per person. And his health goes up. He now gets 18 health per person, which is quite a lot, obviously. There he is, 18 health. But Nick Fury's entered play. Now, I could give Nick... yeah, you know what? I mean, it's just... This Immortal Klaw is no joke. I mean, it should be dealt with. So I'm going to spend a resource off my web shooter. Even though this guy is going to go away, I'm going to put Inspired on Nick Fury, and then I'm going to exhaust Nick Fury, who now has a thwart of 3 to just straight up get rid of that Immortal Klaw. Wham! This deck is working swimmingly, and I still have a backflip, which I don't need because I already flipped to my Peter Parker form. So I'm going to just discard it. I'm going to get rid of it. And that's everything for me. I mean, shit, again, I got no cards. So I'm going to drop to 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which is, again, Peter Parker's hand size is slightly higher than Spider-Man. Inspired, swing web kick. The Avengers Mansion is crucial. I absolutely need to get Avengers Mansion out. It's all part of the plan. So everything resets on me. Okay. And here we go. Let's get into Klaw number 2. He is not getting this thing, like he is, I thought he was going to be getting way more threat than he is, but he's just not being able to pull it off right now. So he's going to thwart because I am in Peter Parker form, and that's why I put Emergency in this deck. I feared I would spend too much time in Peter Parker form. It's a 0-cost card. When the villain schemes, reduce the amount of threat placed on by 1. So he would put 2, I play that card. Now he only puts 1, so he's up to 3 on there. And then he reveals his encounter card to me, just 1, because I got rid of that whatever. It's a mercenary. So when this minion is engaged with you, you cannot attack the villain. Toughness, they get tough. Oh, you bastard. These guys are annoying to deal with, generally. Nick Fury goes, because I didn't need him for blocking or anything. The guy didn't attack me. Oops, Inspired's gone as well. And that's it. It comes back to me. So, Avengers Mansion is just so crucial right now. So I think I might just have to blow my load and get this Avengers Mansion into play ASAP. So we generate a resource with Peter for 1, Helicarrier for 2, spend the web shooter for 3. Okay, that's 3 resources. And why don't we go ahead and get rid of Inspired, because we have no allies right now. So the Avengers Mansion comes into play. I'll show you what it does here. Exhaust, you draw a card. The reason that's valuable is because drawing a card is the same as generating a resource, usually. Sometimes more. So I'm going to exhaust it, draw a card. Look at that, eh? That's the dream come true, basically. I'm going to get rid of Webbed Up to pay for the Spider Shooter. I just do not have the resources to pay for the Webbed Up. So that guy, we know what that does. Allows me once per turn to generate some resources. You're seeing the theme of the deck here, guys. And I do not want... I'm going to get rid of lead from the front. You know, it's only valuable when you have maybe multiple homies in play, and I just don't. I will keep the swinging web kick. You never know when you just need to throw down. So I'm going to discard that card. I'm going to flip. I'm going to flip my guy to Spider-Man. Okay. Now I still have Spider-Man to use. I didn't use him at all. Didn't need to block, whatever. So I'm going to use him to attack, and he's going to take out the tough on that fella. And all I have in my hand is the swinging web kick. That's okay, though. We're going to draw up to 5 cards now because Spider-Man's hand size is 5. All right. Backflip, wonderful. The Black Cat. Oh, Hawkeye. This guy's hardcore, man. Anytime a minion enters play, you take an arrow token off this guy and shoot him. That's what we want. And we have backflip, which feels absolutely phenomenal. Okay, everything of mine resets. So there we go. We're all reset. And now we go to the villain phase. So the scheme, or the master scheme, advances by 1. It's at 4 now, yikes. And homie's going to attack us, and so is the villain. They're both going to attack us. We don't have a lot of defense here, but I've got health, and I spend a lot of time in Spider-Man or Peter Parker form who can heal. So Klaw is going to deal 2 cards to attack me. I'm going to let them go through because I have my backflip in hand. And what's he coming through with? Oh, fuck. So it's for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Klaw, 6 damage. And thank the Lord I have backflip, which is an interrupt defense. When you would take any amount of damage, prevent all of it. Bam! That's none. And he actually pulled my eviction notice, which is great. Rather that be pulled maybe as an attack. I'm not sure. So he just fluffs. Or he doesn't fluff, but I don't know. I messed him up. Then the Armored Guard is going to attack for 1. And I'm just going to let that go through. I'd rather have an activation. So I go down to 8. Very good. And then homie's going to deal us, of course, our card. Oh, God damn it. Illegal Arms Factory, side scheme. When revealed, place an additional threat here per person. So it's actually 4 threat. And again, this means he draws an additional card when he deals us cards. So too bad. That's a bummer. So 4 threat on that. My God. Okay. Things are escalating a little quickly here. But I still have... Oh, and pardon me. Interrupt. When the villain initiates an attack on you, which you did, I draw a card. Oh, vision. Hell yeah, dude. We got a handful of allies here. This is wonderful. Okay. Okay, so we're back to me now, and we've got some things to deal with, as it were. I think I'm going to move my web shooter down here to join the other supportees, and I'll put my allies up by me. Okay. Okay, so first things first, we'll use the Avenger Mansion to draw a card. It's our last one. It's the Mockingbird. Very nice indeed. Okay. I know there's a lot of minions in this enemy deck, so... Black Cat's not particularly useful. This thing sucks. Webbed up's got to go for sure. We have to get 4 threat. Now, as an action, we can spend a energy resource, choose a thwart or attack. Until the end of the phase, Vision gets +2 to this thing. So we can get him a thwart 3, which is quite good. Combined with Spider-Man's thwart 1, we get rid of the Illegal Arms Factory. Vision costs 4, though. I mean, the guy is not cheap. Not cheap at all. Yeah. And we can't draw any more cards. There's just nothing for it. We could do Black Cat. I mean, we discard the top 2 cards of our deck and add each one to our hand that has the science symbol. I'm actually not sure how many of those we have. I'm sure if I was very experienced, I would be like, oh yeah, of course. Okay. I think the best play here is going to be... Oh man, Hawkeye is just so dope. He's nice to just have sitting, you know? The problem is, though, is that that underground distribution is so close to being completed. I mean, it really is. I don't know if I can afford to Yeah. And killing the armored guard does not matter. Okay. So I've sort of decided I need to be in thwart mode. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hero resource. Web shooter can only be used in hero form. I'm not sure if I use that properly 100%, but I will now. So vision is the one. Okay, so we're gonna go helicarrier for 1, web shooter for 2. Web shooter for 2. I cannot let this guy thwart. I will go. I'm gonna go swinging web kick and web up to make 4 total, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop in vision. Yep, I'm gonna pop in vision. Good. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna discard black cat. And spend that's the lightning resource on black cat. I'm going to choose the thwart on vision, so he now has 3 thwart, and I am going to go ahead and thwart 3 off of this. Okay, that's vision done. He takes a retaliatory damage. And then I'm going to thwart with Spider-Man to take off the last there. So that's pretty good. I've got 2 cards left here, and I've basically just blown my load on everything. I cannot afford these. Hawkeye is important. I'd much rather him over Mockingbird. So I'm going to pitch Mockingbird. I'm going to keep Hawkeye. And we're going to go ahead, and that's it. I've done everything. So I'm going to go ahead and just shuffle my hand real quick. Okay, so we're going to deal 1, 2, 3, 4 additional cards to make 5 total for Spider-Man's hand size. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Genius is good. No additional allies. But we've actually got a couple things here. So everything resets for me. Here we go. Good. Vision's back. Be back. Okay. So we go over to the villain phase, and he's actually going to attack us now. Now I have to decide if I want to defend. I do not have a backflip or anything like that. I think I am going to defend. So I'm going to defend myself against the villain's attack. So he reveals, oh, pardon me. This increases by 1. Let's go ahead and get it's at 5 now. Yeah, it's 5 total. So it's almost about to, do its thing. So I'm defending myself against him, and I'm drawing 2 cards to modify his attack. He hits me for a big fat nothing. He hits me for a 1 + 1 is 2. And I therefore take nothing because I have a defense value of 3. The armored guard is going to attack, and I'm just going to have to take that 1. It's fine. It's not outrageous. And then he deals to me the card, which is oh gosh, another armored guard. Jesus Christ! I was really hoping to get Hawkeye out there, but I just couldn't do it fast enough. The villain did declare an attack on me, so I do get to draw an additional card as per Spider-Man's reaction. Okay, I think we're actually going to be okay here. That was a really good draw. That make the call. Over to me. My turn now. Thwarting is of the absolute utmost importance right now. Oh, pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile. It's tough. I don't have a discard pile right now. Oh, but we've got Spider Tracer, actually. This is... and one of those armored guards does not have tough. Vision actually one-hits one of those guards if I discard this guy to pay for it. A lightning symbol. Okay, I've got a plan. Yep. So I'm gonna discard lead from the front, which is the energy symbol. Okay. That's gonna give Vision +2 to his attack this turn. I'm gonna play an upgrade using my web shooter. I'm gonna pay for that with the web shooter. Exhaust the web shooter. And I'm gonna equip this to this guy here. Vision is going to hit that guy for 4 damage, and the spider tracker says when attached minion is defeated, remove 3 threat from the scheme. So that's great. This guy goes down to 2 now. That's great. That was a big plus. Good. Okay. Vision takes that retaliatory damage. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas here. I'm going to play the, I'm going to use the Helicarrier. Oh, pardon me. I'm going to use the Avengers Mansion to draw a card, obviously. Oh, it's webbed up. That thing's not really good for us. I'm going to use the Helicarrier to reduce the next thing I put into play by 1. I'll use Genius, so that's 2 resources. And the one I just did to put Hawkeye into play. Now Hawkeye gets 3 arrow tokens on him, 4 arrow tokens on him. Oh yeah. And when a minion enters play, I can just start smashing it. So he's an investment right there. Enhanced Spidey Senses, totally dope. Make the call. We don't have anyone in our discard pile right now. Oops, sorry, these 2 thread are supposed to be there. I'm not sure what I want to do with my... Do I want to flip to Peter Parker, get extra hand size? Let him thwart for 2. Question is, what would I rather? Him to attack or thwart? I suppose attack. I mean, I've got 7 health. I don't have anything to super defend, but I can just keep defending myself, actually. So I'm going to discard this guy and keep these 2 here. I am good. That's it. So everything of mine resets. Very good. I'm going to draw back up to my hand size, which is 5. So I draw 3 more cards. Okay. It's an investment, this one, because I'm using my guys to my advantage. We have strength. Amazing. Aunt May. You know what? I mean, oh my God, she just stays in play and heals him. That's not bad. Ooh, inspired. That's going to be the big push there. Okay. That's it. So over to the villain, who is going to attack, or pardon me, the main scheme advances by 1. It's at 3. I'm going to defend against the villain's attack. So 1, 2 cards he deals with their modifiers. Hits me for 3 at least, and boost, discard a card at random from your hand. So I am taking a total of 3 damage, which I block, and I have to discard a card at random from my hand. There is 1 card that I sort of wouldn't mind holding on to, truth be told. So let's just go for this guy. Aha, Aunt May, fool. Oh, and because he attacked me, I get to draw a card. All right, which is fine. And then the Armored Guard is going to attack me for 1. And again, I'm just going to take that one on the chin here. Although, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to take it on the chin. I don't care. Okay. And then he's going to deal me his Treachery card, or whatever it is. So, Master of Mayhem, Treachery. When revealed, each Master of Evil minion attacks the hero it's engaged with. If no attacks were made, search it for the deck, pull one out, it's engaged with you. Now, that is why I didn't want this card to go. That is a Treachery card, and guess what? I can cancel its when reveal effect for the cost of 1. You bet your ass I am. I'm going to discard Mockingbird and the Enhanced Spider Sense to cancel the Master of Mayhem. That's a very big deal, because the Masters of Mayhem are these really powerful minions. Like, they're just no joke. That went swimmingly for me. I've only got 3 cards now, though, sadly. So, okay, over to my turn. Wunderbar. I'm going to draw with the Avengers Mansion. It's great. Okay, I've got Emergency. It's fine. God. Yeah, Vision is... he's going to die. But you know what? I think we can swing this here. Yeah, I think we can swing this quite nicely. The Armored Guard's annoying, so yeah, okay, I'm gonna exhaust Hawkeye to deal 1 damage to this guy and get rid of his tough. Okay, he takes a retaliatory damage. I'm going to use my web shooter, which can only be used in the hero form, as it turns out, to generate any resource. That resource is going to be spent to give Vision +2 attack Vision is going to kill the armored guard. He's going to hit him for 4, and he dies. So Vision's gone. Okay. Then I'm going to switch to Peter Parker form, which allows me to generate a science resource. I'm going to play, or not yet, but I'm going to play Make the Call, pay the cost of an ally from my discard pile. I am going to use the science resource from Peter Parker and the 2 resources from Strength to pay for Vision. So Vision, oops, pardon me. He's a 4. Damn. Okay, the emergency is going to be used as well. That makes 4. 1 from him, 2 from Strength, and yeah. So Vision comes into play again. Hello, sir, it's me. And then I'm going to use the Helicarrier to equip Vision with the Inspired. Now, there's no point in using Vision, really, until I can give him that extra. Because we're doing okay here. This fella's going to scheme. Oh, actually, pardon me. It's a good thing we noticed. He's going to scheme for 2. This is going to go up by 1, which makes 6, which means that he actually is going to cause that to flip. So we have to, unfortunately, we don't have any resource to spend with poor Vision, but we're going to exhaust him. He's going to thwart for 2, and he does take that retaliatory damage. But better that than progress the scheme. And that's that. Oh, pardon me. He took one retaliatory damage. That's the end. So Peter Parker is going to draw up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And everything resets for me. It's going pretty good, actually, if I do say so myself. Okay, so going over, I'll show you what I have in my hand here. This is actually great. Power of Leadership allows me to, I get double points for buying blue cards. So she comes up for free. I got Backflip, which I don't need right now, I guess. Get Ready, extremely strong with Vision. This is looking good. So I've drawn up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Okay, so first things first, scheme advances by 1, but then the villain himself schemes, so it actually goes up by 3. And I don't have any, like, when he schemes stop, so that's just the way it goes. Then he's going to deal me, of course, the card, the encounter card. Oh, man. Oh, no. This is the one. Okay. The Masters of Evil have arrived to attack the heroes. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a Master of Evil minion is discarded. Put that minion in play, engaged. This gets 3 threat per player. That puts it to 3. I'm in a fairly good spot to deal with this guy, so let's just see if we have a Master minion in a minion here. We've seen quite a few of them, actually. Nope. So we'll just shuffle, I guess. Discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Ha! Okay, I'll keep discarding here. Whirlwind, okay. So Whirlwind comes into play, engaged with me. I'll show you what he does here. He looks kind of scary, honestly. 6 health, oh dear God. Forced Interrupt. When Whirlwind attacks you, also resolve his attack against each other hero. Yeah. 2 damage. Also dealing, yeah. Okay, wow, so he comes into play engaged with me. But that's the full villain turn, and it comes over to me, and I'm in a fairly strong position here. He's discarded, but I mean... Oh yeah, and it just gives him the modifier. I was like, why is that thing still in play? Okay. Let's go ahead and draw a card with the Avenger Mansion, of course. Okay, let's get ready. Oh man, Vision can just go absolutely bonkers on these guys here. I do Make the Call. Do I have a leadership minion in here by chance? Oh, okay. No, it's not. Yeah, it's a minion. In that regard, I'm going to play the Power of Leadership. It generates any resource, I suppose, unless there's a, yeah, no, I have to, in any resource, and that's going to buff Vision up. So Vision now has 2 attack, 3 attack, 5 attack. I've got a plan. So Vision is going to attack the enemy. I didn't do the math on this, so it could be painful, but Vision is going to attack the enemy, the villain, for 5. So that brings him down to 13, I think. Yeah, 13. Okay. He takes a retaliatory damage for 1. Okay. I'm going to play Get Ready. Ready an ally. I'm going to attack again for 5. That brings him down to, math is hard, live, 8. Okay. Vision is gone. I'm going to... I still haven't used Peter Parker's science resource, so I'm going to play Make the Call. Okay. And I am going to play the science resource from Peter Parker, the 2 I get from the Power of Leadership, because it's paying for a leadership card, and I think the 1 from Backflip, that's going to bring Vision back into play. Vision's here. Okay. 8 health left he has. I've used the science resource. Okay. I'm going to flip, because I've used the science resource, and I can hit this guy for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm so close. Reduce the cost by 1. I'm going to actually keep Backflip, and I'm going to get rid of Mariah Hill to pay for, to get him back into play. Okay, so I'm going to attack with Vision for 2, bringing him down to 6. I'm going to play Get Ready to ready an ally, and I'm going to attack him again, bringing him down to 4. So Vision has 2 retaliatory damage on him. I could Hawkeye for 1 and me for 2 to bring him to 1 health. God damn! So close, dude. Oh my gosh. 1, sure. I'm gonna Spider-Man him for 2 more damage. Let's go ahead. And Hawkeye, sure. Let's Hawkeye him for 1 more. He's on 1 health left. I've left everything up, so this could be an absolutely brutal punishing turn for me. We'll see, but everything resets for me, which is great. These guys hurt, so we're going to fill our hand up for Spider-Man back to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what do we got here? Oh yeah, Emergency's good. Nick Fury, okay. Inspire, okay, well, we'll see. We will see. So, I'm in this form, he is attacking me, he's declaring an attack on me. I'm going to draw a card. I'm not going to block or anything, so he flips 2 up to do his modifiers to me. Oh wow, he modifies, look at that. He hits for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage at me. I am going to backflip that for 0 cost to prevent all that damage from coming through, which is great. The main scheme advances by 1. He is going to, now Whirlwind is going to attack. He hits for 2, eh? Yeah, I suppose I just take it to the chops there. Okay, so Whirlwind's attacked. And then this guy is going to deal me my cards, and he actually gets to do 1 more. So the first one is Sound Manipulation. When revealed hero, take 2 damage, and he heals 2 damage. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying, actually. I was like, maybe I should block the attack with one of my allies. I'm on 2 health. We'll see. And another one. When revealed, the villain schemes. So he's going to advance that scheme by 2, putting it up to... it's at 3, 4, 5. He schemes for 2, so it's going to go to 7. I could emergency to reduce the amount of scheme by 1, but it doesn't matter. He's going to push it over anyway. So he schemes. He successfully gets this, and we'll see what happens. So that's been resolved, and now we have the secret rendezvous revealed. Klaw's found a buyer for his illegal weapons. It's up to you to stop the sale, but the meeting is surrounded by Klaw's cronies. Discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player, advance to stage 2B. Wow. This could be really shitty for me, because if he gets that minion that's has tough on it, so we'll see. I guess I'll just discard it here. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. It's a weapon runner. Haven't seen that guy, really. So the weapon runner says, after this card is revealed, reveal one additional encounter card. That's annoying. Put weapons runner into play, engaged with you. Boost. Huh? Oh man, this could be bad too. Oh my god, it's this guy, Tiger Shark. Force response after Tiger Shark attacks, give him, okay. So he comes into play. Wow, so we are so engaged, but fortunately, this is the end, because he has 3 health left, nothing blocks me from attacking him, and I can just go 2, whatever, he's gone. So we got him. Now, I made that deck on my own, and I have to say, it is dope. The Web Slinger combined with the generating science from Peter Parker, I think make him a good match. He has more threat reduction than I thought with his Spider Tracker, so overall, I'd say that's a big W right there. That was great. Lots of fun. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider supporting the channel by liking this video or subscribing to the channel, and especially hitting that bell icon. Feel free to leave comments in the comments section below. I love talking with you guys. Until next video, I'll see you then. Thanks.